The one thing we always have to remember on a day-to-day basis is we have to affirm ourselves. We have to big up ourselves. We have to tell ourselves that we're amazing. We have to even have some narcissism. Tell ourselves that we're better than everybody. And the reason being is this. There's nothing wrong with telling yourself that you're better than everybody. There's nothing wrong with thinking that you are the God. There's nothing wrong with thinking that you are the ultimate, that you are great, that you are awesome, that you are phenomenal, right? A lot of people will try to shrink you and make you insecure and make you feel like you're not that guy or you're not that gal or you're not that person, right? The world is built on feeding on your fears and your insecurities, right? When you watch a TV show, right? They have commercials advertising cars, pretty cars. They have commercials advertising new hair colors, new fashion, new trends. You need to do this new thing, right? They're always trying to keep you on a wheel of change, keep you on a wheel of following a certain pattern that they dictate, because they never want you to feel, and this is the world at large today, this is the powers that be that the day, they never want you to really feel like you got it going on. They never want you to really feel comfortable in your own skin. They never want you to feel comfortable in your own individuality, because once you become an individual and you no longer need validation from the outside world, you no longer need validation from anyone else, then you become problematic. You become your own deity. You become your own power. You are able to source power within yourself, right? So it's very key in this world we live in, where there's distractions, racism, right? There's wars in Africa and uprisings in South Africa and, uprisings in Cuba and, assassination of presidents in Haiti and all these things that are happening, the jab pushing and the Delta variant and all these things that are happening, right? It's very easy to be caught up in focusing on the outside world. It's very easy to stay depressed. It's very easy to stay in anxiety. But if you're constantly on a day-to-day basis, bigging up yourself, affirming yourself, talking to yourself, looking in the mirror in the morning, blow a kiss at yourself. Tell yourself that you're great. Tell yourself that everything's going to be all right, no matter what's happening in your life. A lot of times we don't affirm ourselves. We don't believe in ourselves. We're not confident in ourselves because we, over time, have been conditioned this way, right? We have been conditioned to feel this way. But when you were a child, right? When you were an infant, when you were a toddler, right? When you were a preteen, you had a vivid imagination. You enjoyed life. You ran around for no reason. I was looking at this kid outside earlier today, and the mother called him, and the kid just ran. Kids just run for no reason. They got so much energy, they'll run, from the bathroom to the bedroom just because, right? It's just fun, right, for them. And they might do a slide or something like that, right? They're joyful, They enjoy themselves. They enjoy waking up. They enjoy, playing with other kids. Their life is full of joy. Even if they're just having toys, their life is full of joy and imagination, right? Vividness to explore, right? But if you don't love yourself, if you let friends, family, even people in relationships dictate the love that you have for yourself, dictate how you're going to live your life, dictate how you're going to move forward in your purpose, then you'll never be who you truly are. You'll never be able to live the purpose that you're here to live. You'll never be able to achieve the goals that you want, because people will always have you, it's like, it's like you'll just be like the weather. Winds blow you this way, the winds blow you that way. The news tells you to do this. The media tells you to do that. Your family tells you to do this. Your friends tell you to do that. Your wife tells you to do this. Your husband tells you to do that, right? But you have your own moral compass. You have your own goals. You have your own individual vision. You are the sperm that hit the egg. So why aren't you acting like it? Why aren't you waking up every day trying to fulfill your purpose? Why aren't you waking up every day trying to fulfill your dreams? Why aren't you waking up every day trying to be your best self? Because you're not bigging up yourself, You're not affirming yourself. You're not listening to affirmations. You're not creating your own affirmations. You left the church, right? So you no longer pray, because praying is even though your mama prayed for your ass, even though your mama prayed to make sure you were safe, you don't want to pray anymore, because now you went to the occult, or now you into esoteric spirituality or alternative forms of religion, or whatever the case is. So you don't pray, but you don't say affirmations, right? You don't do any journaling. So you're not able to look at your life from a clear perspective. And again, you don't talk up yourself. In conversations with people that you are around, you should be talking up yourself. You should be talking about how great you are. And the people that are around you should be able to accept that. If you're in a relationship with someone and you talk about yourself positively and they don't respond in kind, like, yeah, baby, oh yeah, king, that's right, you are that. If they say, oh, you're a narcissist, or they say, oh, you're selfish, right? Or they say, oh, you only think about yourself. At the end of the day, you're going to be buried in, at the end of the day, you're going to be buried in a coffin by yourself. At the end of the day, if you're sitting on that hospital bed, 90, 100, 120 years old, and you're reflecting on your life, you can only reflect on your life. The path you took, the things you did. Nobody else's. Nobody else's path. Not even your own children, who I know you love dearly. But you gotta love yourself and affirm yourself. And as the ancient Kemetic scribes and royals taught in the Egyptian mystery school system, you gotta know thyself. And the only way you know thyself is to constantly follow the best parts of you. The things that you love the most, the things that you want to do the most, and the things that make you happy. And don't let society sway you and dictate you to be sad and depressed over shit that has nothing to do with you. Don't let friends and family try to criticize you and put you in a box and make you feel less than because you want to do things that make you happy. Don't let anyone take you away from you loving yourself, from you bigging up yourself, and you seeing the importance of your life, your journey, and your goals. That is you truly identifying with the God in you. The God in you is the highest part of you. It's the strongest part of you. It's the most powerful part of you. And until you have that focus about yourself on a day-to-day, repetitious basis, right? And this is not to say you're not going to have good days, you're not going to have bad days. Again, life is yin and yang. You're going to go through ups and downs. But your focus should always be on becoming the best version of yourself no matter what. And mind moves matter. Thoughts rule the body. Thoughts rule the body. Thoughts create emotions. The body is hardwired for emotions. The mind is hardwired for thoughts. But mind moves matter. Mind moves matter. So it has to be in your imagination first. It has to be an affirmation. Write these things down. Say them in the morning. Have a morning playlist where you're inspired by music while you say these affirmations. So with the music, you have the emotional component, and with the affirmations, you have the mental component. So now you're combining mind and body. Put on some binaural beats, some isochronic tones, right? Study these things, figure out what works for you. But on a day-to-day basis, affirm yourself. On a day-to-day basis, do something towards your dreams. On a day-to-day basis, do something towards your goals. Again, things might happen. Things in life affect us all. But don't let it rock you to the point where you letting someone else or something else or some other situation take you away from what you're here to do. Take you away from the happiness in your life. Take you away from you living your purpose. Take you away from just the joy and abundance of life in itself. If you're not bigging up yourself, if you're not confident, if you don't feel like you the shit, if you don't feel like this world is here to serve you, if you don't feel like, as the Bible said, to what the Bible said, to something like populate the earth and subdue it, right? Probably saying the wrong thing. But if you don't feel these things within yourself, if you don't feel like you're here to subdue the earth, if you don't feel like this earth is here to serve you, if you don't feel like your aura or your electromagnetic field is able to bring you anything that you want, right? Which is really where true confidence comes from. You knowing that you're a magical being, you knowing that you are one with God, you knowing that you have the same force of the Creator within you, and you could create any situation that you want for yourself. You the shit. Big up yourself. Know yourself. Love yourself. Take time for yourself. Stop running around with people. Stop chasing a million women to fill the void of you not getting in tune with yourself. Stop chasing a million men and thinking someone is going to come down and Superman save you because you don't want to deal with yourself. Deal with yourself. All right? Put that love and that energy that you would put into someone else, that you would put into some other thing that you put into your children and your family, and make sure you're putting those things in yourself on a day-to-day basis. Because every day you wake up, the world is trying to take you away from yourself. The world is trying to make you fearful. The world is trying to make you depressed. And the world is trying to make you insecure. And the reason the world is doing that, because the world wants you to go outside of yourself for happiness. The world wants you to get a new car, get new clothes, get new jewelry, get new this, get new body, get this, get that. But you're enough. You're enough within yourself. You got to know that. Peace, power, and prosperity to you. Rob Blackstorm. Have a great day.
The dangerous, edges here are that he's trying to undermine the media, trying to make up his own facts, and it could be that while unemployment and the economy worsens, he could have undermined the messaging so much that he can actually control exactly what people think, and that is our job.
Yeah, if you look.
Here are that he's trying to undermine the media, trying to make up his own facts, and it could be that while unemployment and the economy worsens, he could have undermined the messaging so much that he can actually control exactly what people think, and that is our job.
Yeah, if you look at the